we are.
Yep.
Outside the old portico of Rottenrow Maternity Hospital.
Yes, we are.
And I hear this place has special meaning for you.
It does. It has a great special meaning for me, like many Glaswegians. I was born here in 1984 and my brother and sister were born here in later years.
And your mum's mum, your grandma,
yes,
also had her children here
She
as
did
well.
have her children here, so we go by like 3 generations of Rottenrow babies.
It's a proper Glaswegian institution, this
place.
place.
Oh, definitely, and I think many Glaswegians were upset in 2001 when it officially shut.
And we're standing at the top of a very aptly named hill.
We are, yes, nicknamed Induction Hill.
And why is that, Karen?
Because it's very, very steep and many pregnant women had to walk up here to actually get to the hospital.
Wow.
And that could easily bring on breakage of waters. When my mum was pregnant in 1982 with my brother, she was 8.5 months pregnant, so she walked up the hill from the very bottom, right round, and through up to the hospital.
Oof, did it work?
No.
Is it strange being here as an empty sculptural garden?
Well, no, because obviously my memories are quite different from other people's memories.
Yeah.
But it is quite surreal to think that so many members of my family were born here.
In this space?
In this space, and also over in the adjacent space.
I came here in 1980 to train as a midwife. Rottenrow was the place to come. It was the most prestigious maternity unit certainly in Scotland. I worked here then for 20 years, more or less.
To get a first-hand account of what giving birth in Rottenrow was really like, we went to speak to Una and Karen's gran, Betty, 2 mothers who gave birth several times in the hospital. How many children did you have at Rottenrow and when?
I had 5 children in Rottenrow. I had my first child in 1979. In those days, I was regarded as an elderly prim, even though I was only 25.
We're well past it then.
Yeah, we're well past it.
I really enjoyed the chat. I mean, there must have been about maybe 6 people in the ward, but I loved the camaraderie.
Well, I had 6 children and 4 in Rottenrow. 3 were all right and the other 3 died at birth. And the baby was dead by this time, but I was still carrying it. And a gentleman came into the room. He says, I have a machine I'm trying to sell to America. He said, if you would come up and let me photograph the baby. We know your baby's dead. He says, but if you've got the courage to come. I said, all right. And he covered me all in oil, and he started feeling me back and forward. And then he says, just look up there and you'll see your baby. And I saw the baby and its hands were floating.
Because you've talked about the machine before when you got taken in. That sounds like as if it was the start of the ultrasound.
Yeah,
that's it does, where the ultrasound kind of...
His name was Mr. Donald, and he pioneered the ultrasound when in its early stages.
Obviously the building was very old, but it was a very modern hospital. It was a very forward-thinking hospital. We had a very forward-thinking matron. I was scared of her, of course, Bunty McLennan. We opened the first daycare for women that had high blood pressure in pregnancy, so pre-eclampsia changed the whole structure of the hospital because you didn't need all the antenatal wards anymore. And now that's done all over the world, and it started here. The thing about Rottenrow, situated where it is, it always looked after women from the poorest areas of Glasgow, and it really had a heart for these women, young women, just women who didn't have much in the way of financial resources, and Rottenrow just really cared about these women. It was time for the hospital to close, but it pioneered lots of types of care that are now commonplace, but wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for the midwives in Rottenrow and their forward-thinking visions.